I hear from women a lot. I get emails several a week telling me how much Men Made Easy and what I teach has helped them, in particular feminine grace. More than even the relationship stuff, it's what's going on inside of them. And they want to share with me how happy they are with the changes that are going on. And they often talk about how helpful it's been to use this whole concept of ugly to help them get rid of those ugly habits. There's something about the word ugly that is so like woo strong in our language here and in our consciousness that ugly is like the worst. And so it's a good term. My grandma actually, that I got it from her because she never said anything really bad about anybody. She was very careful about that. But she'd see somebody doing something, or she'd hear about something someone did or said, and she'd go, "Oh, she's just being ugly." And so, it's like, oh, that's really huge for my grandma to say something bad about somebody, and that's about as bad as it got. She didn't ever repeat gossip, but when she'd hear it, she's just like, "Ooh, that's ugly." And so I want you to use that and make it yours so that you can catch yourself being ugly. And one of the assignments is making a list of your ugly habits, because sometimes, that it's that habit thing again. You don't know that you've been ugly. But once you're aware of the concept, you'll start catching yourself and go, "Ooh, I'm so sorry I did that." Or said it that way, or responded that way. And you can go and tell your husband or boyfriend and use that term. "I was really ugly to you, and I am so sorry. It's just a habit, and that's one I'm really working to get rid of." And I don't know if it's probably premature, but one of the things that I love is for a couple to have little signals when we're trying to improve ourselves and change habits, and that old one slips in sometimes unnoticed. Maybe there's a way to have a playful signal between you where you can say, "You know what? I don't want to do this to you anymore. I don't want to be harping at you for not picking up your dirty clothes because it's ugly and it doesn't get anything accomplished. All it does is, cause us to bicker." So maybe if I accidentally go into that habit, maybe you can pull your ear or something, develop it together so that it's playful and it's like, oh, okay, you got me. And keep it light and loving, all right? And maybe this whole thing of being ugly can just no longer be part of how you are in the world. I don't slip into that very often, but I sure used to. Sure used to before I started becoming aware of that and started developing my own feminine grace before I had a name for it, all right? It's all about feminine grace because that is it's like the doorway to happiness on every level, okay? So get rid of ugly, but use it as a term to grow and change and develop good new habits.